Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 26th of August. I'm Phillip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer, and here we are, Phil, nestled in beautiful grounds with a park across the road at Sidare Avenue in Malvern East. What a home, Phil.
It is an incredible home, Gary, but in true form, we will not talk about it right at the start of GPTV. We're going to launch into just talking about the fact, Gary, that this is the last week of winter. Hallelujah! Winter's over, spring is coming.
Spring has not quite sprung, but it's getting very close, Phil. As we bring the curtain down on winter this weekend, Phil, we've got a few to go, but we have to talk about the weekend that was, because there are GPTV viewers that want to know what the hell happened last weekend.
We do, Gary, but I just want to say good riddance to winter, and we are at this amazing property, which we won't talk about now, but it does have a swimming pool, and swimming pool means that summer's coming. But let's talk about the results for the weekend firstly. 6 out of 7 for the weekend, Gary. That gives us a percentage of what, Gary?
86% if my maths is correct, Phil.
And
never been much good.
The industry average was around 70%, so yes, yet again, we're smashing the industry average. But back to Kooyong Road.
5304 Kooyong Road in Caulfield, Phillip. I rocked up there to see you do that auction at 11:30, and lo and behold, it was very busy
Gary,
there, Phil.
What a fiery auction.
Lots of buyers coming out from everywhere.
Let's get that property up on screen, because we thought we'd get somewhere in the mid, maybe high fives on this property.
6 at best,
on a good day. 6 would have seen it out big time. $665,000. $100,000 more than what we thought. Having said that, it's a pretty special apartment, this one, Gary. Big floor plan, cafe doors opening to a kind of balcony area, step down from the balcony. Cafe doors.
I've never heard that term.
Cafe concertina doors, Gary.
Cafe concertina.
Anyway, you step out into a lovely little terrace, then down to its own private courtyard gardens, off-street car parking, walking distance to the tram and Glen Huntly Road, well located, but what a price, a benchmark price.
Phil, I jumped in the car, unbeknownst to yourself, and snuck across the Yarra to a home in Kew, Phillip, which was the most wonderful result. Thank you to our conjunctional agents there, Christopher Russell, local agents in Kew. We did sell this property, incredible property in Raven Street. Have a look at this home, Phil.
Well, Gary, designed by Nick Boschler. We did talk about this on GPTV last week or the week before. He is one of Australia's best architects. I think his work is just incredible. I would describe Nick Boschler as an international architect, Gary, because his stuff, his design stuff, that's a bad word, his designs, his buildings, I think you could put in any international magazine and people would say, wow.
And had the wow factor, Phil. That's why it sold for $3,310,000, monstrously above the reserve price. But the home deserved competition, and you never know with unique homes what they can attract. But gee, I love that house.
A lovely part of Kew too.
Phil, there's something about that home that just had massive appeal. Well done there. Lots of competition, lots of buyers. 20 Raven Street. And 12 o'clock on Saturday was a terrific success. Well done to Adam Josky. Phil, we were cruising on to Cruise Street, and that was at 2:30 on Saturday. Cruise Street, Phillip, had a reserve of $820,000, sold for $905,000, a competitive auction, a great result. Congratulations to the vendors, and well done to those involved in the sale, including the auctioneer, Mr. Jeremy Rosens.
And anything in that part of St Kilda you'd rate as a buy, wouldn't you, with Chapel Street and Carlisle Street and access to all of Melbourne's best facilities. Anything in that part of St Kilda should go well.
You wouldn't think you could go wrong there. Phil, we started off on Sunday in Allison Road. It was our only property that didn't sell, which is going to be somebody's good fortune because it's still available to be purchased.
What a great house, Gary. We did GPTV at that property a couple of weeks ago, and we also have a video of that property if you go to our website.
Yes.
That has now a very sharp asking price of $1,695,000. That's a lot of house, a great street. Beautifully renovated throughout. That's going to be somebody's dream to get that home. Should happen shortly.
Phil, 11:30 a.m. Oak Crescent was auctioned in Caulfield North. That's a quiet little pocket there just up off Glenira Road. A successful outcome.
It was, Gary, and whilst the price is undisclosed, we were quoting that up to about $1,050,000, I think. We did sell that well in excess of our quote range, but the price is undisclosed. Great house, great location, great pocket of Caulfield North. I like that spot.
I found it difficult to get a parking spot in Hawthorn Road, Phillip. You conducted an auction there at 1:30 p.m. and what a terrific result. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, Gary, we started there thinking that we might get something in the high 8s, maybe 9. We ended up having, I must have been about 100 people at that auction. It was really quite extraordinary. And we had a competitive auction there, sold that for $981,000, which, look, it was a lovely 2-storey townhouse, beautifully looked after, but it was 10 years old and right on Hawthorn Road. But strong price. And we actually had 8 bidders show up there to bid for it, but
Yeah.
only 4 had an opportunity to put up their hand.
Because the bidding was thick and fast.
Thick and fast.
It was all happening,
Quick it
Phil.
was,
And when you
absolutely.
thought it couldn't get any better on Sunday, we hopped on up to Nearham Road, Phil. That was where we closed Sunday's proceedings, but what a terrific result that was.
That was a fun auction.
It was
Gary.
fun.
We had
Yeah.
a reserve there of $980,000, and we sold it. Lo and behold, having taken maybe more than 100 bids. What do we get for that? $1,080,000. So $100 odd thousand over the reserve. Really, that sets a new benchmark for values along Nearham Road.
Congratulations to our vendor who's hopping off to live in Perth, Phillip.
Sunny
and
Perth.
was quite sad about it, but you know, you could go to a lot worse places, can't you?
Absolutely.
But a great address
You know,
near
get
the
a
road.
great price on your house and go to Perth, because prices in Perth are cheaper than prices in Melbourne. So what a great move that is.
Indeed. Let's talk about the auctions coming up this weekend.
Gary, 23 Emma Street, Caulfield South. That's a great opportunity to get into the market in Caulfield South. An eminently livable home with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, beautifully renovated kitchen. We've been quoting that at $1 to $1.1 million, Gary. That's great real estate, good block of land, all of the features that I would look for when buying a property.
We're going to do Brown Street at 11:30 a.m. Phil, I'm loving this home. We did do GPTV there a few weeks ago or so. Now, Phil, this is a beautiful period home and a lovely north-facing allotment. It's got lots of terrific features, Philip. It is 4 bedrooms. It's got 2 bathrooms, good parking, cafes around, and it is such a great opportunity. 11:30, the Browns are the family that are selling in Brown Street. They might be going
Imagine
there.
if we sold it to people by the name of Brown.
Exactly right. Or White. Imagine if they went to White Street and changed their name by default. That'd be interesting too.
It's just stupid.
It
It's
is.
actually a great property though. Walking distance to the Landcox Park. Great pocket of East Brighton. Like that a lot, I do, Gary.
Phil, that's our last auction from you on Saturday. We're going to be heading off to Murrumbina Road. Lior Samuel has the auction honours at 11:30 a.m. Tell us a little about this fine property.
That's residence number 2 at 164 to 166 Murrumbina Road, Murrumbina. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, car parking for at least 2, beautifully renovated throughout, totally immaculate. You can move straight into that one, Gary.
Phil, we're kicking off Sunday at one of the best streets in Elsternwick, Seymour Road. We love it there, Phil. Unit 2 at 46 Seymour Road comes under the hammer at 10:30 a.m.
Gary,
You're
this
doing the
should,
auction.
this should be popular because that 1970s design, that 1960s, 1970s design is now the cutting edge. It's the height of fashion.
Yep.
And this is great because it's got a fantastic floor plan, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, car parking for 2 cars via double carport. But, you know, to be able to buy into that street at kind of $850 thereabouts, $800,000 to $900,000. That is a terrific property and just the best address. I'm really looking forward to doing that auction, Gary. I love Elsternwick.
I think you'll do well there, Phil. We're then moving you on to Caulfield South to a rare opportunity where you can actually get some land. There's not much around, is there, Phil? But 13 Keene Street is an opportunity for someone who wants to build their dream home or maybe development subject to council approval, Phil.
You need to say STCA, and for the viewers, STCA is subject to council approval. 701 square metres of prime Caulfield South land, Gary. And as I'm known to say at auctions, as Mark Twain, the famous American novelist, said many years ago, invest in land, Gary.
They're not making any more of it. We're going to Ripley Street, Phil, at 11:30. Believe it or not, Jeremy Rosens is going to be doing the auction.
I'm so tired of that joke, Ripley
I
Grove,
love it.
believe it or not. This
I
is,
love Ripley
this is
Grove.
home number 11, 1A Ripley Grove, Caulfield North. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, car parking for 2 cars. I love this position. We've said it many times before. You can walk out your front door there, Gary, and walk to Tuck Shop. Yes. On the corner of Hawthorne Road and Glen Ira Road,
And then to
where you can have the
Einstein's.
best burgers and thick shakes, according to my son.
Yep.
And
Get a few extra chins from eating that sort of food, you
and
will,
then
Phil.
you can go to Einstein's, and that's one of my favourite cafes. I'm a regular there. If you want to drop in and have a coffee with me at the weekend, I'm often at Einstein's.
Or you can just go up the road a little bit further, Phil, to the corner of Balaclava and Hawthorne Road, go to Fitzy, because I know that's
Yes,
another favourite.
yes. Well, you and
then-
I had coffee there on the weekend,
We did
didn't
have
we?
coffee on the weekend, Phil. You can then turn right into Balaclava Road and go and purchase our 12:30 auction, because this is a wonderful property, parkside living at its finest. Unit 4 at 249 Balaclava Road. This beautiful, unique apartment, Philip, in a small building.
More a penthouse than it is an apartment,
I
Gary.
guess so.
In a boutique block of only 5. We sold these off a few years ago for Eastrise Constructions, who are one of Melbourne's premier builders. This is a 2 or a 3 bedroom apartment with great living areas, a lovely balcony that gets all of the afternoon sun. That is a luxury apartment in a luxury building in a fabulous position, walking distance by crossing the road to the park.
5, it's jumping distance almost, isn't it?
It is.
5 at
Pole
6.
pole vaulting
Pole
distance.
vaulting position, exactly right. Or if you've got one of those big elastics, you know, where they pull you back those elastics.
Yep. No, no one's got any of those.
How do you know?
I did though go on that once when I was in Surfers Paradise, the slingshot.
Slingshot, that's right.
And I did take my 2 sons on it, who were, I think, 7 and 4 at the time. And how community services didn't actually apprehend me and put me away, but that was
They're still chasing you.
The slingshot at service.
The slingshot.
A crazy, stupid thing to do, and completely irresponsible if you're a parent.
Phil, at 12:30, right across the other side of the road from Balaclava, we're in Inkerman Street. We're auctioning an apartment there. I believe Jeremy Rosens has the auction honours, if I'm not mistaken. 12:30, tell us about this fine apartment.
Firstly, I'm going to say is it's across the road from Lenny's Delicatessen, which is a Caulfield institution.
It's an icon.
So a special shout out to Lenny and the staff at Lenny's, because it's a great delicatessen.
Got everything there,
I
Phil.
shop there on a regular basis. They make the best chicken soup and crepler, Gary.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying we have it on a regular basis. But if you buy across the road, you just go to Lenny's. That becomes your kitchen, if you like.
You just fill it in and have an extra bedroom
But
there.
it's a great apartment because it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, renovated kitchen and bathrooms, polished timber floorboards throughout. It's as good as they come, Gary.
We finish off on Sunday, Philip, at 2:30 p.m. We're meeting up with Sally Zellman and Darren Krongol, selling in Travasker Street in Caulfield South. Tell us a little about this home.
Gary, this is the most beautiful home. As I've said before to the viewers, this is architect designed by Avi Mulder, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, the most glorious swimming pool and back garden. This house, there's not a chip or scratch, Gary. It's like it's brand new. It's just the most luxurious home, and I hope that we will find a lovely family that will look after it like the current family have.
I'm going as far to say that it's better than new, Phil, because new you have to spend money here. You don't need to do anything. Just move straight in and enjoy.
Good point, Gary.
TV,
Let's talk
that's
about
winter.
where we are, Gary. Sidare Avenue in Malvern East. What an incredible house this is. I've got to tell you, I've been to this house on a number of occasions. Viewers, please click on our video tour, go to the website. This house is nothing short of extraordinary. The owners of this home are the most fastidious people
They're fussy,
that have gone to the most incredible design standard here. Everything that opens and shuts, everything that's possible from a luxurious point of view is here. It's got a home theatre, it's got Calcutta marble, it's got an open fireplace.
Calcutta?
It's Calcutta, not Calcutta. Some people think it's Calcutta. It's Calcutta marble. Calcutta marble. It's got the most incredible back garden. Check out that swimming pool. It's
lovely
like
pool.
a resort here, Gary.
It is.
You could be on holiday here every day.
Club Med comes to Malvern East, Phil,
And
right here. And the park across the road.
What a great position.
That's
You
a
can
beautiful
wake
park.
up, have a look at that main bedroom. You wake up in that main
massive.
bedroom, you open the windows and you just say, "Good morning, East Malvern," to the park.
And then you make sure you go and put your robe on because everybody from the park saw you. Yes.
It's good. This is a stunning house, and I'm looking forward to auctioning this, Gary.
This one comes up in a couple of weeks, Phil. You'll have to wait for it for the week after this one, but we're looking forward to it. And what a great home to showcase on GPTV, Phil. As we say goodbye to winter and hello to spring
Can't wait
upcoming.
for spring.
It's all happening. The market's good, Phil. 6 out of 7 on the weekend, so that's a very good weekend. Lots of action and offerings and happenings on the market, and we will continue to keep you informed. I'm Gary Pearce.
Boy, that was a long-winded goodbye. I'm Phillip Kingston. Have a great week.